Hey everybody, Josh Sigurdson, a World Alternative Media here, and I am here in my truck because I'm about to go pick up my girlfriend, but I figured I'd tune in for a moment because I was going to get a video with Ron Paul up today. I did the interview, and because of algorithm issues reaching people in countries on the other side of the world, I'm going to wait until tomorrow to post it. Early afternoon, late morning, or somewhere around there. But the Ron Paul interview will be up tomorrow. The problem with posting at this point in the day is that it reaches people in places like London, England, which is a huge place that one has to reach, really late at night. And when that happens, then the algorithm, it doesn't catch on. The video doesn't get the viewership it should. And then overnight, it gets silent, so it just stops catching on. And the next day, it kind of starts to die off. So no matter how many subscribers you have, that's an issue. I've had an interesting day so far. I've had a lot of issues coming up. One of those being that I had a whole bunch of technical issues with Dr. Ron Paul, and it was not fun. I love interviewing Ron Paul. It was awesome, but I've been having the same issue on every computer I have. I just bought a new computer, hoping that it would change, but it hasn't. I use Zoom, the video recorder, to do interviews over the internet, and it didn't work out well. It basically shut down the interview in the middle, and I had to redo the whole interview with, of all people, Ron Paul, right from the beginning, all over again. And I wasn't happy about it. Ron Paul's super nice, but I could tell he wasn't too happy about it. Not what I wanted to happen in an interview with Ron Paul. I'm noticing like no one commenting, which is really unusual for these kinds of live videos. Usually I have lots of people online. Can you hear me good enough? Can you press the like button so it catches on more? I see $2.79. Is that a super chat? Or is someone just saying $2.79? I get a really bad look at the chat on my phone. It kind of just deletes the chat in seconds. It's a feature they really need to change. This would be good while I'm driving if I had a little thing to hook it up here so I could, talk and drive, or else I'm going to have pirates pulling me over and, extorting me if I drive around like this. So I can't move at the moment. But in a few minutes, I'm going to be going and picking up my girlfriend. But either way, it's been really annoying today dealing with technology, one thing after another. It's either way. The point is, look past it, look upwards and onwards. The Ron Paul interview will be up tomorrow. It was a good interview. I just wish I didn't have to make him repeat the answers for half of the questions twice. Ugh. Technology. There's no way to ever do something with technology that you want it to do. It never does what you want it to do. There's always something that happens that makes it difficult. Yeah, totally. I bench an insane amount. Yeah, totally. No, I don't. I'm actually getting a personal trainer right away, but apart from the troll comments. Anyway, comment below. The comments come up really fast and then disappear. I don't know why. You'd think they'd work on the YouTube app better. Segu84 says, thanks for the update, Josh. Loud and clear now. Excellent. I needed to get something up today because I took my first day off in like a really long time yesterday to finally just sit down. And the whole day I was restless. I'm like, I'm not doing anything. It's driving me crazy. And I'm like, well, I'll interview Ron Paul tomorrow and I'll get the video up same day. And then I ended up being on the phone for over an hour with the guys that made the recording program, and one technological problem after another. Litecoin hit $50 even, Danny Djokovic says, or Djokovic. Yeah, well, I'm not a huge fan of Litecoin, to be completely honest with you. It's been a rough road for a Litecoin in recent days, of course, like any other cryptocurrency. But I'm looking again onwards. It's not about speculation. It's about use case, application use, and I'm sitting back on that for a while. I'm hodling. I'm not selling. I'm not buying. I'm just sitting on it. I said a long time ago in January that I believe Bitcoin will hit $4,800 before we see a massive rally. Everyone just gets too impatient with it, me included. Thank you, Connie. Man. Sam says, your thoughts on Syria? Well, the United States government dropped white phosphorus, aka chemical attack, on Syria, I believe 2 days ago. Not many people are talking about that, and now they're talking about ramping up this war again. And I'm surprised it wasn't again, right to the day and time of a year earlier. Because remember, it was like April, and then the beginning of April, and then exactly a year later, it was another issue. Of course, Assad, for absolutely no benefit, no reason whatsoever, just decides to gas his own people and shoot himself in the foot and ask for himself to be attacked. Absurd. Just absolutely absurd. Anyone that wants to hold up their society or whatever aren't going to bomb themselves, kill children with chemicals when they could just use guns, which wouldn't get in all the media because it happens all the time with guns in different countries. But no, they use sarin gas. Like, yeah, right. Like, who actually believes that would happen? Trump's like, yeah, we're going to let you off. Tillerson's like, yeah, we're not going to invade you anymore. We're not going to overthrow you. And the next day, Assad's like, oh, I have a good idea. Let's just bomb my own children with chemicals and ask to basically be attacked. It's absurd. It's ridiculous. I don't believe it for a second. And I think it's just one more giant lie among countless others. And of course, they're going to continuously try and prop that up because the idea is to create this world order complex, which we've almost completed entirely. I'm not a fan of Assad, but to say that Assad bombed his own children, like children within his country for absolutely no reason, it just makes no sense to me. It's a military-industrial complex. It's the biggest form of big government there is. It's a PSYOP, as Real Video and Infowars app said. It's a total PSYOP, and I'm totally sick of it. I've been talking about it for 12, 13 years now, I believe, probably more than that. And it just never ends. I feel like I repeat myself over and over again. But I think most people understand it at this point, except for outside of the mainstream media where they push people to regurgitate. They're like, oh, Assad chemical gas children. We have to go over there and bomb them and then get into a war with Russia because, that'll work out great. This 9/11, we have to understand that false flags are very real and they happen often. But anyway, it's all a big lie. Almost everything in the media is a big lie. The whole idea is to brainwash us, to indoctrinate us. It's the second course of the grand poison meal of, school. Once we're done with school, wasting our entire childhood in an indoctrination camp, well, let's send them on to media school. Let's just pump this nonsense garbage down their throats. Every time they show Assad's picture in the media, it makes him look like a complete psycho, which he might be. I don't think enough to bomb children, shoot himself in the foot, and get himself killed, and his whole empire, quote unquote, taken down. Makes no sense. So, more continued aggression against Russia, all that kind of crazy stuff. The EU trying to build an army with Germany at its head, because that works well every time Germany tries to take over the world. It's all a big lie. Wheeled Skeptic says, Josh, water inside a cup, pool, and lake are flat. Oh, God. More flat earth stuff. I'm not going to go through the whole concept of how the earth isn't flat again. I do that way too often. It's a waste of time, and I have to go right away to go pick up my girlfriend. I'm just waiting for the 10-minute mark before I start to say my goodbyes here. But no, the earth isn't flat. And I've discussed this in so many other videos. I don't feel like going over every single thing all over again. It's very, very annoying. I've watched all the documentaries. Don't say look at Dubé's document. I've watched all the documentaries, so I actually had something to look at and understand where these ideas are coming from. And, every terribly bad idea has a bit of truth to it. Every conspiracy theory has truth to it. And otherwise they wouldn't be, they wouldn't spread as much as they do. NASA is full of liars. That doesn't automatically mean that somehow the Earth is flat. I mean, yeah, every pilot is in on it. Every ship captain is in on it. It's absurd. It's absolutely absurd. Have you ever, I don't know, been on an airplane when the sun's going down? You could literally see the sun shining up on the clouds upwards on, your regular cumulus clouds down low. Why am I even doing this again? It's just over and over again. So anyway, lots of great stuff coming to World Alternative Media. No, I don't think man walked on the moon 50 years ago. I'm skeptical about that, but I do believe that the Earth is round. Anyway, I don't know how you get through the Van Allen belt. It just doesn't make any sense to me. But anyway, so I'm going to get going. I've got a lot of things I got to do. I just wanted to tune in with you guys and talk to you guys for a moment because I've been really busy and I haven't been able to get a video up since Sunday morning, which drives me crazy. I like getting videos up every day. And I wanted to get this Ron Paul interview up today, but Ron Paul, it'll be up tomorrow. And hopefully I never have to deal with these technical problems again, but that's always wishful thinking because it always happens over and over again. There's never a time where technology works exactly like it should. Something always happens. I'm surprised this hasn't gone down yet. But anyway, thanks for tuning in, everyone. And until next time, this is Josh Sigurdson signing out from World Alternative Media. Find the truth, be the change.